Thank you very much for watching and for giving us your feedback. Before we close, I just want to let you know about something that's happening today that could affect, probably has already, your movement around the city of Nairobi. And these are live pictures that we're showing you now from the test run that is being done by the Nairobi Metropolitan Services. And this is for the operationalization of the Green Park bus terminal. This, I believe, would be the third or fourth test run that they're doing in as many months. Excuse me, and it's happening today. All vehicles that are operating at the railway bus terminus from Langata and Ngong roads will move to Green Park. And so the railway bus terminus will not be in use today. All right, and that is what is happening there at the Green Park bus terminus. Remember, the whole idea of this is to reroute vehicles not getting into the CBD. So for vehicles that are operating from Rongai, Kiserian, Ngong, Karen, Langata, Nairobi West, Madaraka, Kibra, Kawangware, Dagoretti Satellite, Kilimani, High-Rise Ngumo and Kikuyu, all of you will be affected by this test run that is taking place today. You saw Njoroge Gatete there in just a moment. We'll be speaking to him shortly. So that's what's happening today. And then, of course, tomorrow, that is the 23rd, that's Thursday, it'll be the turn for Ngong Road, Langata and Agwings Kodek roads, picking passengers who will collect their passengers from any other place other than the railway terminus. This test run takes place from today all the way up until Sunday, the 26th of June, when we will get to hear what happens next. This was meant to have been operational a couple of weeks ago, but that was postponed. The Nairobi Metropolitan Service is trying to decongest the city by setting up that Green Park bus terminal outside of the CBD. Let's speak to our Njoroge Gatete, who's live there for us now. Njoroge, tell us about, what you're seeing, the operation, and how that is being managed so far, considering peak hour is about to end.
Yes, we're coming to you live from Green Park bus terminus, and today is the official opening of the park, where matatus plying Ngong Road, those coming from Valley Road side, those coming from Kawangware, they have from today started operating from this particular bus stop, and a lot of them are basically raising the question of there was no enough preparation. Joining me is one of mzee mmoja tu hapa ambaye nimekutana naye, anasema yeye akona shida ya mguu. Mzee, labda tuambie, sijui wewe hii leo NMS imeamua kuanzisha rasmi kutumiwa kwa steni hii. Wewe kama mkazi wa Nairobi leo, je, ulikuwa na ufahamu kuhusiana na swala hili?
Unajua, wakati wamechenga hii stage, hata hawa kuconsult wajue bila ilikuwa stage ingekuwa Muthurwa, wangepamoa zile nyumba zote ziko condemned. Wachenge stage ile nachukua Nairobi mzima, gari zote zinapatikana hapo. So tati mtu hata mlemavu akifika pale kwa ile stage anapata gari ya kwenda mahali anaenda, kama ni Australia wa kwenda Westland, sasa anapata gari hapo, wa kwenda Kawangwara anapata gari hapo. Sasa saa hii inakuwa shida na pesa, bila naona uchumi imekuwa mbaya. Pesa sasa ya kupatikana upande pengine pikipiki ndio fike mahali ile stage unaenda, inakuwa ni ngumu. Wengine ni walemavu, wengine wako na mizigo wanaenda up countries. Inakuwa ni shida kubwa, inaona pale kwa barabara. Sasa wateremuke na matreni, yani na hii troli, arabu asugumie mizigo mpaka huko, inakuwa ni shida kubwa.
Labda niulize wewe mzee, ulikuwa unaelekea wapi na umefika ukashangaa?
Mimi nafanya Nairobi Water Company. Ndasueli headquarters. Sasa kutoka hapa metoka Liruta. Nimefika hapa nisuke. Nitembee na kuanga na shida ya arthritis. Sasa nitembee kutoka hapa mpaka town, sijui ni pande gani sasa nitaenda kupandia gari ya Australia. Arabu ndio niende kazi. Oroleti ni kama nitachelewa zaidi kuliko vile ingefika kazini. Sasa hii ni shida kubwa. Serikali ingefikiria mzuri, ama county ingefikiria mzuri, efanye jambo hile na accommodate watu kulingana kila mtu bila anakuwa na shughuli zake.
Naam. that is just one of the commuters who was surprised that earlier today he expected that he could have been dropped in town, but today morning he woke up and he was dropped here. We have another young man here who is going to work. Labda ndugu, labda utueleze umetoka wapi na unaelekea wapi?
Mimi nimetoka Kikomba.
Naam. Alafu umejipata hapa leo?
Mimi nijipata hapa.
Mimi nakushikia tu. Naam. Na labda niulize, ulikuwa unajua kwamba kuanzia leo mlikuwa mnatarajiwa kuachwa hapa?
Sikuwa najua.
Naam.
Sasa
unafikiria ni vizuri kuwa na steni kama hii?
Hapana. Mimi naona vingumu kwangu. Juu kama mimi nimetoka huko Kikomba na mzigo. Nimebeba kwa mgongo mpaka hapa sasa. Ni kazi ngumu sana.
Asante sana. Thank you very much. Those are just some of the commuters that we're talking to. But even if my cameraman Kevin Otieno can just show you, is that we have a number of the inspectors from NMS who are basically making sure that the matatus that are dropping passengers, they are being shown how to leave. Even the passengers are being directed on the way to follow. Basically, NMS has from today started officially the operation at Green Park Terminus after waiting for so long. But what NMS said is that they did do test runs, and the test runs is what actually made them now have a specific date on when they will start the operation. If my cameraman can just pan on this side, you can see where these buses are leaving passengers. So what happened is that once the matatu accesses the Green Park Terminus from Ngong Road, what happens is that they come and passengers are dropped here. From here you can see there are a number of NMS officers who are basically directing the passengers, those who are being dropped here, on the way to follow. There is a path that NMS constructed. So basically, there's a way you move out from here, and then you cross Uhuru Highway, and then you are able to access the other part of town. But just joining me is our business reporter, Faisal. Faisal, you have been on the other side because as we came down here, I don't know what's happening on the other side.
Basically, given that this is not a trial run like it was before, and this is actually the launch, there is a lot of traffic. And the purpose of the trial launch, the 2 or 3 trial launches trials that they did, was to try and assess the areas that they need to improve on, and traffic was one of them. But today, looking at the roads, looking at Valley Road, looking at Haile Selassie all the way connecting to Ngong Road, there is a lot of traffic, so that issue has not been addressed. And speaking to some of the passengers and commuters who are using this terminus, there is the issue of, again, we are walking all the way to town. We have to cross the highway to get into town. How is the government going to address this particular situation? You know, again, there's the issue, there's the aspect of safety, there's the aspect of making sure that people don't walk long distances. Like the old man you just interviewed a few moments ago, yes. He says that he's sick and he can't walk that long distance. Those are some of the issues that the commuters have and they want addressed before now we get into using this particular park on a normal daily basis. I know there are some institutions like Kenya Railways who provide connecting buses, let's say from the railways bus terminus to here. But now that caters for a small percentage of passengers who are connecting from railways coming to this particular park, going to different parts of the city. But that has not fully been addressed. So basically there are still a lot of areas that they need to address to ensure that passengers, there's that proper flow and connection. And also another issue that needs to be addressed is the number of vehicles that are coming into this particular place. And also the NMS said that they're still making, or they are constructing the other park right at Bunyala. So those are some of the issues that people are raising.
Okay, thank you very much. That's my colleague Faisal, and we are camping here to basically bring to our viewers what will be developing, and we'll also be talking to the officials to basically understand some of the challenges that are being witnessed here and how they are planning to resolve them. Back to you in studio.
Thank you, Njoroge Gatete and Faisal Ahmed out there on the roads. So just a quick heads up, that's